Good afternoon, everyone. So today's topic is types of modeling. It is a real subject, types of modeling. Okay. Now, yesterday class I explained you that there are different types of modeling. One is data flow modeling. Second is behavioral modeling, structural modeling, and mixed modeling. These are the different types of the modeling. So before studying from 1 to 4, just first we will understand what is the meaning of types of modeling. Means what you are studying here. So what is the main thing? Means what you are studying. So what are these are different four types of modeling. See, different styles are here. Which style? There are four types. You can take as styles also. You can take it as styles also. Okay, you may call it as types, otherwise styles of modeling. There are four types of the styles of modeling. So different styles are used to specify the architecture or body of the design. So for a particular design, in the yesterday lecture, I would explain that is NAND gate. Okay. In the NAND gate, to design this NAND gate, you need what? A architecture. Okay. So what are the three sections of this? First one is library. Next is entity. Third is architecture. Okay. In the library, you will select according to your design or according to your function, according to your need, you will select the library. In the entity, just you will explain what are the inputs and what are the outputs. In the architecture, it contains what? A design. Okay. Means how? If it is NAND gate, if it is AND gate, it is A and B. For example, I am telling it is for what? Architecture. Here this X is output and A and B are input. It is entity. Simply I am telling, I am not using any syntax here. Just explaining roughly. So, different styles are used to specify the architecture body of the design. So, here architecture body is there. This architecture body. To specify this architecture, you are having different styles. Okay, did you understand this? So, different styles are used to specify the architecture of the design. That is the different styles of the modeling. Different styles of modeling are there. Why? Why it is different types? It depends on the architecture of the body. You may having different. You may choose any style according to your design, according to your architecture body. Okay. It can be selected depends on the complexity of the design. So it is very easy to understand. What is the complexity of design? If you are designing NAND gate or XOR gate or anything, if you are whatever you are designing, which one you are designing, which one is complex, which one is easier, that everything depends on what? Depends on the, depending on the complexity, you need to change, you need to select the style of the modeling. So, this is the total styles of modeling. So, while writing the programs, you need to write library and the architecture. While writing the architecture, you need to understand about these four styles of modeling. So first one we will study that is data flow modeling. So now I will start with data flow modeling. Do you understand this? Means it is styles of modeling. So one by one we will study what are the different styles of modeling. So it is completely depends on what architecture body. The styles of modeling it will affect to architecture of body, not entity, because entity it is having only inputs and the outputs. Okay, but depend on your complexity of the design. What you will do? Depends on the complexity of the design, you will select any styles of the modeling. So first one we will go for what? Data flow modeling. Okay, data flow modeling. So in the data, now I am explaining over first style. In this one, data flow modeling. In data flow modeling, it specifies as the means data flow modeling specifies as the functionality of the entity, that is without specifying its structure. Without specifying its structure. The next point is that its function is that data flow of information through the entity. And third one is here the VHDL code in this is concurrent. See here. First we will study what is data flow modeling. In the data flow modeling, I told you now, library first section. Okay. Next section is what? Entity. Okay. So in the data flow modeling, it is very important part in the data flow modeling. What will happen like this? Flow of information means the information will flow through the entity. What information? Design information. When writing the program, the information will flow through the entity. See, flow of information through the entity is in the data flow modeling. And next thing is it contains what? Concurrent. It is concurrent. What is concurrent? At a time. If it is sequential, one by one. If I am having A, B, C, B. If it is sequential means what? First it will go A, next B, then C, then D. But if it is concurrent means what? It will go at a time A, B, C, D. Okay. So in the VHDL code, it is a concurrent. And what it is the flow of information to the entity. Did you clear this? Two sentences, 2 points. In the next thing is that it specifies the functionality of the entity without specifying its structure. Okay. So what is the functionality of the entity? What is the functionality of the entity? It will show what? Inputs and the outputs. So it will specify which one? Data flow will specify the function of the entity, but without any telling its structure. Structure is what? For structure you are having different structure is what? Different syntax you are having. So without telling any structure, it will specify the functionality of the entity without specifying its structure. Did you understand these three points? First thing is that we are having concurrent codes, concurrent data means anytime you can send the flow of information through the entity. Second one is means the flow of information, design information will go from library to architecture through the entity. And while specifying the entity, it will specify the entity that too without telling its structure. Next one is data flow modeling. These are the 3 points you need to remember about the data flow modeling. In this one, we have to study the different statements are there, different syntax are there to understand this data flow modeling. Okay. Did you understand now? What is data flow modeling? Different styles are there for the architecture of the body. To what architecture of the body you can represent according to your design. That is the different types of styles of modeling we are using. In that first one is data flow modeling I am explaining. So this is a completely programming subject. So if you concentrate on this, then you will understand. First one is data flow modeling. Data flow modeling. First one is concurrent statements. Data flow modeling, first one is concurrent statements. What are that? When and generate. Generate. Are the two concurrent statements. About this we will study next. Means after data flow modeling, we will study one by one how to use this when to use this generate. With examples, we will study all these things. So first one is when and the generate. Next, there are some construct codes, different codes, that is and, not, plus, multiplication, or constant concurrent code. These are used for constant concurrent codes. See, this one you need to remember. That's it. Concurrent statements, when and the generate. Next, and, not, plus. These are the constant for the concurrent codes. There is a special assignment code. Special assignment code is called as block. Okay. In the same way, when. Okay. When else. Else. When else. Or with the selector when. With selector when. These are used for the concurrent codes here. When and the generate is that at the same time are having when else, with selector when. These are the concurrent statements, and, not, plus, and multiplication star. These are the constant concurrent codes. There is a special assignment code called as a block. So about all these things we will study one by one with an example. So we have studied what? In data flow modeling, we have studied the concurrent statements. Data flow model for operations. First we have studied concurrent statements. Next one is data flow model operations. First one is arithmetic. arithmetic, that is data types is data type. One is integer, signed and unsigned. See, if it is a operator type, now it's a operator. So here, operator type is arithmetic. Operator is plus, minus, multiplication, division. Data types are integer, signed, and unsigned. Next one is what? Comparison. Operation type is what? Comparison. So what do we do? Is equal to, less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to. These all are the what? Operators for the comparison. See, data types are integer, signed, and unsigned. Next, concatenation. C-O-N. Concatenation. For this, we need. See, just to write down this one. When explaining the program, when we go for the program, then you will understand. It contains logical operators. It contains of logical operators. What are the logical operators? Not, and, or. Okay, these are the logical operators with signed and unsigned. You understand it? Concatenation, I am the sign, and next is the sign for the operators. It is contains what? Logical operators, not, and, not, XNOR. Logical operators with the signed and the unsigned. Next, logical. Logical means not, everything, not, and, or not, XNOR. Okay. So it contains what? Bit vector. While explaining your library, I explained about this. Bit vector, standard logic, standard logic vector, standard logic, logic. These all are the what? Integer, signed, and the unsigned. These are the data types here. What are that? Bit, bit, bit vector, signed and unsigned. These are the data types. Next one is shift. Last one is that. These are the what? Operators. Last one is shift. The operator is what? Shift right, shift left, SLA, means what? ROI. Reverse, round for the right, round for the left. These are the operators for the shift operator. So here is the bit vector. So you need to remember all the data flow modeling operators for your programming. So these are the concurrent statements I told you: sign, unsigned, block, when, generate, and not. All are the concurrent statements. You are having data flow model of operators here. This is about what data flow modeling. Okay. It completes the data flow modeling. First, I will take one example tomorrow, then I will explain you the how the program is done with the help of the multiplexer. Okay, with the help of the multiplexer, if you are having different inputs with different select line, you are having the output here. How the multiplexer will do the work by using the data flow modeling, because here it is a different design. Which design is it is a multiplexer design you are doing. If you want to do the design, it is a multiplexer design. If you are using data flow model, according to that you are having different operators, data types, and the different operators like shift, comparison, concatenation, logical, arithmetic. These are the different operator types, different data types. You need to remember all these things if you want to write the program in VLSI. Okay. So in the next lecture, I will explain with an example of data flow modeling. So it completes what data flow modeling description. Otherwise, you can take it as a summary. Okay. So with example, if you are studying, then it is very well to understand. Okay. If you are having any doubts, then ask me.